So let's talk about class assets real quick. Let me share my screen with you. So Eric has mentioned it, Jared has mentioned it. If you guys didn't get to see the marketing breakout at Leadership, the DMK is your resource for all your tools. Everything that you need for building your business is right here. And the goal of having everything here for you is to actually make your life easier so you don't have to spend so much time creating content. And instead you get to enjoy the one-on-one contact, actually teaching the classes, getting people enrolled, instead of focusing on, I got to create this new picture or this new post. Everything's right here for you. So this is what we lovingly call the DMK. And on here, everything's kind of sorted out for you, so it's easy to find. So for example, this month, as we're talking about different ways to edit your space and edit your routine around your home, you could click right here. It goes right into the digital marketing kit. And if you notice, I want to point this out real quick. The main folder that all this is kept underneath of is Q2. So April, May, and June's materials will all be underneath of this folder. And then you can find everything else you need underneath of here, right? Things to promote your class, the actual classes, and things like that. The products that we're going to be talking about in those classes, we wanted to make it really easy for you to be able to access those assets as well. So hair care is in some of the classes. You can actually click on the hair care folder, and we have all the assets here ready for you to be able to share about the different hair care products. If you love the bars, which if you don't love the bars, you have to give them a try. They're like my favorite thing ever. Anyways, here's all the information on the bars. Makes it really easy for you to share. It makes it easy for your sharers to share. It makes it easier for your customers to share, making sure all this is ready. And again, you don't have to spend the time creating it all. It's all done for you. I want to show you a couple of resources that I'm really pumped about. But first, let's talk about the classes. So classes they're here as like, here's your resource, but that doesn't mean that you have to only do it one way, right? So for Edit Your Space, we have the PowerPoint, we have a script, and we have a class handout. Now, you might get into this PowerPoint and you might think, oh, it's 20 slides. It's way too long. I wanted to be able to do this class in 10 minutes. You guys can delete slides. Say you want to add your team's branding into it, and you're like, oh, I have my own brand, my own look. Download the PowerPoint and add your team's branding into it. Say you want to share a specific story from somebody who swapped some things out in their home and kind of had this like aha moment of how toxic the products they were using in their home. You can add it right in here, right? So you guys can edit all of your PowerPoint. Again, you have all your class resources in here. The way we kind of initiated and kind of set things up for you is that for April, the focus was really Edit Your Space. Edit Your Space is this theme of, it's so simple to make these easy swap outs in your home. It doesn't have to be this overhaul. A lot of times when we talk about ditch and switch, it seems like, oh my goodness, I just attended this class. I learned about how toxic all the products I was using actually were. And then I just wanted to go through all my cabinets and throw everything away, and then I'd have nothing left. And I just can't afford to do that, right? And it just becomes this overwhelming feeling for your customers. So by breaking this down month by month, we get this opportunity to really dive in deep and say, hey, let's be more intentional with the products that you're using in your home. Maybe you have scanned the barcode and you found that your product was rated really poorly. And you're like, okay, it was out of 10 being the worst, it was a 9. Like, I don't even want to finish off. I want to trash it. But some of the other products were 3 or 4. And I didn't know doTERRA's products were so clean. They're a 1. So I'll swap out when I run out of it, right? And be able to help your customers have that, like, okay, when I run out of this, I'll swap this. This one just has to go right now. And I'm so glad that doTERRA has a better alternative for me to use. So these are the class materials.